Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to fix a broken hairdryer. I'm going to show you how to fix this. There's some type of short in this cable, so we're going to take this apart and try to fix it. Okay, so if we're lucky, the problem is somewhere here, between here and here, and then which means it's just a short in the wire, but if it's on the inside, then it's going to be a little more difficult. So let's see if we got something that works here. Looks like just two screws holding it together. It just comes apart like this, pops off. A little clip here that holds it together. Little slider pieces. Let's see here. Okay, let's take this, move this, let's see if I can slide this in. Oh yeah. Okay, so somewhere in here, if we can just find the place, let me get this, I need to get this plugged in again. Okay, got it plugged in. Now let's power on here carefully. Looks like it's right here. Let's make sure it's not up here. So I'm just kind of wiggling the wires. I get to here. Make sure it's not over here. So it looks like, and you can see this little indentation right here. That is really the end of this wire where it's like there's really no point in having this thing that helps like bend control. If the point where the wire actually bends every single time is going to eventually cause a short. All right, so let's power this off. And I'll go ahead and unplug it so that we don't have a live wire anymore. All right, now that I've found the break, I'm gonna go ahead and just put this back in so that it doesn't like pull out the rest of the insides here. Turn my clutch down so I don't break anything. Okay, so that's in there. I can't put this all the way back because this thing has to go back in. So now I went ahead and went to the garage and grabbed some snips. And what I'm going to do is, since I don't know, I know pretty much that's where it's at. I'm going to clip off two sections about 1 inch on either side, just to give me a little bit of wiggle room. Okay, so I'll remember which one goes where because this one's got little ribbed sides and this one doesn't. So that way I make sure I plug my wires back exactly where they were. And I'll take about 1/2 inch off this 3/4 inch. There, so now I've basically clipped the brake, which you can clearly see problem there. Now I'm going to strip these wires. This is, I can't tell if it's solid or stranded. It's probably stranded. These snips are not very sharp either. There we go. Come on. Alright, so we've got some there. So it's definitely stranded. Okay. Now I'll just do the other side. About the same length. What I'm doing is I'm squeezing a little as I twist, just to get through that top rubber layer without actually breaking any of the strands. And then I pull. You'll notice I only got like 2 strands, so the fewer the better. I don't have actual wire cutters, or these are wire cutters. I don't have strippers, wire strippers. There we go. Okay, so I've got both of those stripped. I'm gonna go ahead and peel back just a little more from each side. Okay. Now I want to match up the sides. Got the ribbed side here, the ribbed side here. Straighten this out. I'm going to put these strands like directly in contact with each other, just like that. Now there's a couple ways I could have done this. One is I could have just twisted these together and taped it. But the better way would be to actually solder it. So I've got my soldering gun here. Not sure if it's hot enough. And I'm just going to put some solder in there, see if it's hot enough. Yeah, it's hot enough. And I just want to put some solder in there to bind it together. It doesn't take a lot. Let's pull some more out here. Let's see. I'll do one side and then I'll do the other side. Okay, let's heat this up first. Okay, it's pretty good. Just needs to be enough to bind it. Now, what I'm going to do now is flip this over. And I'm going to do the same thing again on the other side. It's a little warm. There we go. There we go. Okay, so I cleaned the soldering iron tip off just by wiping it on a paper towel, doing it quick as to not start it on fire. All right, then you're gonna take some electrical tape, the clean edge here. Okay, so I got that end. So I'm just gonna separate them first. I'm gonna go ahead and just do one more loop, just to be on the safe side. Okay, that's probably good there. I'll do one more. All right, one thing I didn't think about is with the tape on here, is this gonna be able to go back over here since it was so tight in there? I'm just gonna do one quick wrap around the outside, just to tighten this up. All right, so I bound them back together. Now let's see if I can get this in. Automatically got stuck. I don't know if it's gonna work. Well, I think it's working. Either that or it's tearing all the tape off and making the short even worse. So I'm just gonna pull it off just to see if it's sliding. See if it did any damage to the wires. Oh, look at that. It didn't do anything. So we're good. It didn't mess with it. All right, so now I'm gonna go on permanently. Let's see. Okay, here we go. We are going on. Okay, just a little bit more. Okay. I think I got it. Question is, did this go this way or this way? It went this way. All right, now let's get these switches back. Gotta figure out how they went. Let's see, I think they went up. One of them's got a little crack in it. The switches look identical. There. Now, if I remember correctly, this has got to go together. This has got 2 pins here that go here, and this top pin. All right, let's see if we can do this. Okay, I got that. Now for this, don't fall out. This thing has to get in its hole. There we go. Get in there. Question is, was it this way or that way? I can't remember. Might have actually been the other way around. Let's do it this way. Seems to go in better on that way anyway. Let's see. This is the on-off button here. I think I'd rather have the non-broken one be the one that's in. So I'm just going to swap these switches over real quick. Okay, make sure these buttons work. Okay, those work. Yeah, I do think this was on the outside because it seems like it went together a lot easier. Okay. Oops. Well, it wasn't breaking, it was just going back together. That's why they call it snap fit. All right, the buttons seem to work. Now for the moment of truth, we're going to plug it in. All right, let's try this out. I got it on cool. Hot. It's definitely blowing hot air. So this is turbo dude. Cold. Just turns the cool off. Yeah. Alright, let's wiggle this wire. Alright, definitely no problem.